Alright, here at No Reserve we have our just killer 1996 Dodge Ram 1500. It's got the limited edition Indy 500 pace truck package. Only came in this color, a little over 2,800 were produced. Right next to the 96 Viper GTS. But this thing's only got 17,000 original miles. The original owner had the drivetrain completely gone through, as mentioned in the other videos and stuff, and so the motor's got its original block and everything. But it was it's a 408 stroker. The transmission was pulled, gone through the stall converter added, shift kit. It's got headers, aftermarket intake, air cleaner, valve covers. We've got a beautiful lope to it. It's really cool to see a truck of this era with a nice nasty cam in it. Rear end was built with 373 gears and a posi, but 17,000 original miles. Just otherwise, appearance-wise, 100% original truck. It's got a bunch of cool memorabilia with it that you'll see in the pictures, but just which I just love. I love collecting models and anything related to automobile stuff. But I'll get underneath here and show you. I mean, it looks underneath like a 17,000 mile truck. I mean, it's unbelievable. Hopefully the camera will adjust here so you guys get some good lighting, but a lot of original paint, manufacturing, assembly line markings that we'll go through, decals, all that cool stuff that we love. So we'll start out here. And you can see, hopefully the camera will adjust. You can see how clean the bolts are, paint stripe. You can see the decal there. You can see how clean the body is underneath. See the back here. You can see the original shocks, decals, the stripes on the, or the writing on the gas tank. Original shock. It's got the chrome diff cover on the back. You can just see how clean all the bolts are and everything. Original chalk paint marking. You'll see it on the bump stop there, both sides. How clean all the bolts are, it's just crazy. Both the leaf springs got the paint stripe. You can see how nice that part number is for that leaf. It's just crystal clean. Original sticker on the spare. I mean, spare's obviously never been used. The exhaust mount bushings like new. See how clean this body is. And you'll see the paint stripes a little bit more prominent over here. Got a little more daylight on that one. I'll take you through here. It's just amazing condition. Mark on the shock. Decal on the drive line. So I'll take you down the passenger side here so you can see how clean this body is. You know, factory optioned as you see in the dealer brochure. Running boards and ground effects. Original part number, you know, handwritten in there, so cool. Stripe on the body mount. Markings on there, the pink assembly plug on the frame. It's got the drive shaft loop that was added. All this stuff was done when the truck was literally just purchased. And there's a ton of pictures too of just all the little paint markings and everything like that. Some of these I won't be able to get into just because the lighting down here might not show it, but I also don't want to bore you guys because we also got a driving video, cold start, running it, you know, complete walk around. You see how clean the e-brake is with the part number, stripe on the frame. Just beautiful condition. This truck's just unbelievable underneath this, all the way around it. The sound of it is just music to your ears. It's just got a nice little chop to it. You see all the paint markings there on the brakes. Hopefully you guys can see that. Over the other side we got a little more light peeking in, so you'll be able to see it a little bit better. But you got the original decal and leaf spring. Part number on the brake lines. That might be the fuel lines. Not too sure. Yeah, it is the brake lines. Just, you know, marking here. Take you around to the side. You get the markings here. You can see all the part numbers on the brake lines. How clean all that stuff is. You know, the tie rods. Again, you can see the part number on the leaf springs. Mark here. You know, it's nice and clean. You know, it's 17 years old, so you see a little bit of dirt and stuff like that. I'm not 17 years old, but it's got 17,000 miles. Amazingly, it's 25 years old. A little dark under there, but we got good photos with the flash and everything. And See if we can get her to lighten up a little bit now. It's just a little dark, so we'll get down here a little bit. Take you over to the brakes. Got the front tires pulled off and the rear tires pulled off, so you can see how clean this is. You know, it's all original. Got pictures of it too, of course. Hopefully you guys can see. See if we could turn it by hand here. It's got plenty of brake life left. You know, it's original brakes. I mean, everything on the truck's original, other than what was mentioned with the drivetrain. But you can see how clean the original wheels are, front and back. These are the original tires. They do have no cracks on the sidewall, but you will see some cracks in the tread there. But you can see how, look at that. There you go, you can see how clean that is. Original lug nuts. Tires were left on there because they're original. They kind of just go with the provenance of the truck. And these are the tires that Dodge put on there, the Goodyear Eco GT2s. See how clean that is back there, and you'll see how clean the brake drum is. You got the there's the Chrysler logo. Again, you'll see some of those cracks in the tread, and they're getting a little hard, you know, but you can see all the brake hardware in there. Look how clean all that stuff is. So this is going to no reserve, just a beautiful truck. Sounds amazing. Hopefully you guys could check out all the photos. There's just a ton of them, and all the videos that we got going on. So good luck, everybody. 17,000 original mile with a 408 stroker, and just sounds incredible. So it's gonna be a beautiful truck, and I miss seeing it around here. All right, here we are in the running and driving video of our 96 Dodge Ram Indy 500 Pace Truck Edition with 17,000 miles. Got all the lights going, fog lights on. You can see everything's just crystal clear. All right, we're gonna jump in here and you see we got the four-way flashers going. Temperature gauge coming up nice. Get the lights going a little brighter. You see all the lights on the stereo working good. Get going on we're on AM here. You can see for the fog lights. I like to always have those on. Cigarette lighter's working awesome. Got your little power outlet if you want to charge up another cell phone. Got your cup holders that pop out. But I like to have the overdrive off for city driving. Heater works amazing. You can hear the fan. AC works nice and cold. But you can see, you can kind of hear all the different temperature changes. Horn works good. Only run the wipers for a little bit. Those are on high, low, and then it has all the intermediate ones too. So alright, so we got new Porsche, got power windows, got all the goodies in here. Would love to keep that Dodge hat, but I'm gonna let it go to the new owner. Crank on the dome lights, those work good. You know, keyless entry, key fob works good. Your power door locks work nice. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and hit the road here. I'll turn the heater down a little bit so the fan doesn't blow on you, but this truck is just a blast to drive. The handle's really nice and solid through the, we'll take you on some back roads and some S-curves. And try to get out on the highway here if traffic allows. Shifts really nice and smooth. Nice quick upshift. It's got a nice shift kit in it. And steering wheel's just nice and straight. I didn't show you before, but you can see in the pictures it's got you know, the package trays behind, the removable trays behind the seats for You add a little bit of cargo stuff in there if you got a bag, stuff like that. But it's just a really, I mean, this truck drives and feels like a 17,000 mile truck should. You know, you drive an older truck with low miles, even, you know, around 80, 100,000 miles, and you jump in something like this, you realize, wow, this is what it's supposed to drive like. But it is just as tight as you ever could imagine. I'll take you over, there's some potholes here. And it just soaks them up nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the overdrive on, and we're gonna get ready to hit the road. So I'm just gonna get out of here, just kind of putting. See all the temperature, all the gauges are looking nice. Now we're into overdrive. You can see the RPMs I'm spinning. See how beautiful the paint job is. It's just really nice and smooth. Get over here. It's looking a little windy out. Sounds just incredible. And this thing, you know, I've had some, I've never had an Indy 500 pace truck, but their motors are no different than a half ton, just stock with a 5.9. And it definitely gets up and scoots. I'll go ahead and take you off the highway here. And this is just an absolute blast of a truck to drive. You know, it stops really nice and straight and smooth. No shaking, no pulsating. Of course, 17,000 miles. But I'm gonna take you on this road here because it's got some real tight S curves, got some potholes. You can see it's just a terrible road, but it's my favorite test drive road because it'll let you know if you got some rattles. Here's a bad patch. There's some construction up here, so you'll see a cut in the road that's been patched, and you can just hear it, you know. Door panels, never been off. Dash has never been messed with. No stereo. I mean, it broke loose there pretty good, so, you know, you can see this thing's got a pretty good amount of power over stock. But it is a blast to drive. I mean, this truck is, I wish I could keep them all. You know, sometimes I wish this truck had higher miles because I would keep it, but being such a low mile puff, I gotta move it on to the next owner. And I got too many, you know, regular cab toys anyway. As you can see, it's just really nice, tight corner. You know, it wants to return to center just like it should. Gives you just the right amount of resistance coming through. You can see you're just turning a little bit to do a 90. You know, it's going 25 miles an hour. I think I punched it there and it starts spinning both rear tires. Just really nice tight corners. All right, everybody, I am truly gonna miss this truck, and good luck to the next owner. This 17,000 mile truck is going at no reserve. Consoles, got some extra stuff in here. I actually got a time slip from the drags in this thing. You know, it's 8th mile drag, but this is a heavy truck. I did 9.1, I mean, with street tires, 60-foot time of 2.5. I mean, for a big heavy truck, I mean, it's pretty impressive, you know, just for an enthusiast dragging it. And that was it doesn't have a date on here, but pretty cool to see. I mean, it's pretty respectable, you know. It's obviously not a, you know, it's probably equal to about a 14-second truck. You know, obviously it might have done a little better as it got to the top end. But reportedly this is about a 420 horse motor. I'll go ahead and, you can see the windows go nice and smooth. You'll see the power door locks work. We got the turn the dome light all the way left, those come on. You'll see the wipers kick on and off. AC works really good. This is just an amazing truck. It is a blast to drive. Like I mentioned in the end of the video, it has the original tires. You know, it's got some little cracks between the treads, but we left it on there because you could only get these tires with this truck, and it kind of shows the truck's heritage, and it's pro and it's still got, you know, original tires. Miles tracked correctly through Carfax and everything. It's had a couple of local owners. The original owner is the one that had the drivetrain pulled and everything done on it, and that was just you know, a couple years after it was new. I think it was 2 years old. Shifts really nice and firm, nice quick up shifts. You can see this road's got some bad patches. I like to take it down here. But this is a truck, you know, that if you're going 25 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, even a little bit over that, if you put it to the floor, it's gonna light up both the rear tires. So it's a truck you want to be aware of. It's got a ton more power than a factory 360, you know, with the Mopar Performance Stroker kit. And I know there's some other things I'm forgetting about here, but we got them back in the shop, and we'll get them submitted and into the ad also. So we'll get out here on the highway. It has just an incredible sound to it. Every time I've driven this, I've never even had the stereo on. That's why it was on AM, just because the sound of this truck is addicting. It's wet because I can't help myself from taking this thing home a couple times, even though I don't want to put the miles on it. This road's pretty choppy here, but it is so fun to drive. I mean, if this truck had 50 to 100,000 miles on it, I'd keep it a little longer. But I know if I keep this thing, I'm gonna put the miles on it. You know, especially as spring and summer's coming. So it's let's see here. We'll get straightened out. It's around this corner. So we'll go about 50. It looks like if I do about 60 miles an hour, I'm about 1,800 RPMs. I'm about 1,700 at 55, but hopefully this guy will kind of get out of our way here. Road's got a little bit of a crown to it here, but this truck drives perfectly straight. It's been aligned. I mean, all the brakes are like, you know, 17,000 miles. I mean, this truck's just unbelievable. Besides the drivetrain actually being gone through, this truck's just completely original. 100% stock inside. Beautiful condition, the inside bed. You know, brakes are original, ball joints, all that stuff, and it's as tight as can be. I mean, it drives. It feels like, you know, you were driving this truck in 1996 with 17,000 miles on it. I mean, it is tight. Just a super clean truck. Cruise control light on. Okay, cruise control is set at about 5,400 or 54 miles an hour. Okay, broke loose at 55. And this thing's got some definite pep to it. I mean, you got to be aware of it. If you put some new, bigger, I'd put, personally myself, what I would do is, you know, it's probably why I'm not keeping this truck, is I would lower down a little bit. I would take these wheels and tires, I would shove them on my display shelf with all my extra goodies that come with this thing, and I probably couldn't resist putting a set of 20-inch SRT10 wheels on it in chrome, and a nice set of tires on it, and this thing probably would hook up a lot better. But it's, I mean, it kind of just, you know, I've had a lot of 5.9 trucks, obviously not an Indy truck with only 20, a little over 2,000 being made, but this thing has got a ton more power. I've had RT Dakotas, and in the dry pavement, you don't hit the gas on those things at 30 miles an hour and break them loose, and it's a little bit wet out, but it's not raining, and it's a highway, so a lot of the water's been blown off it, but it is a little bit slick, but still impressive at 55 miles an hour to break the tires loose. You know, it's, I mean, it's just, that's 60 miles an hour. I mean, unbelievable. This truck is one of the favorite trucks I've ever had. It's just unbelievable, and I'm gonna miss this truck. So I've posted a couple of videos up on Instagram of how this thing sounds when it fires up, and I'm gonna be jealous of the next owner, and I truly hope that they just drive the heck out of this thing, put some miles on it, and just love it, enjoy it the way this thing needs to be treated and just keep in this condition, polished up, looking beautiful. So alright everybody, I am running this at no reserve, and I don't think you'll ever find another 96 Dodge Indy 500 truck like this. It's 17,000 original miles, built 408 stroker, built trans, built rear end, and just catches everybody's attention because even though it is a 96, many of us still think this is a modern day truck, and it looks late model, it's kind of ageless, and the second gen Dodge you don't really hear pull up too often and have a pretty nasty cam in them. So everybody good luck and enjoy it, and I hope you guys can check out all the videos and photos.